This week, I'm back with another deep dive into 10 graphic films that are strictly for mature audiences. These are the kinds of movies that pull no punches, featuring unfiltered violence, raw language, and intense themes designed to challenge and captivate an older audience. Give me just 10 minutes, and I guarantee you'll find at least 3 movies to add to your must-watch list. My mission? To ensure you get the absolute most out of your streaming subscriptions. Why scroll endlessly when you can dive straight into something unforgettable? Stick around, and let's explore some truly gripping cinema that'll leave a lasting impact. Starting our list is Carter from Netflix. Carter awakens 2 months into a deadly pandemic originating from the DMZ, which has already wreaked havoc on the US and North Korea. With no memory of his past, he discovers a mysterious device implanted in his head and a lethal bomb inside his mouth. Guided by a voice in his ear, he is thrust into a high-stakes mission while being relentlessly pursued by the CIA and a North Korean coup. The film attempts to emulate a continuous one-shot take, but frequent cuts and extreme action sequences reveal its ambitious yet imperfect execution. Despite the use of cheap green screens and noticeable CGI, the action scenes stand out as intense and highly engaging. While the camera work is dynamic, some may find its style disorienting. Nonetheless, the film offers a unique experience reminiscent of Hardcore Henry, but with even more action. On our 9th spot, we have Deep Water from Hulu. Vic and Melinda Van Allen live in the quiet town of Little Wesley, maintaining a loveless marriage through an unusual arrangement. Melinda can take lovers as long as she stays with the family. Vic becomes obsessed with the murder of Melinda's former lover, Martin McRae, and to drive away her current fling, he falsely claims responsibility for the crime. When the real murderer is caught, the community dismisses Vic's confession as a dark joke, further complicating their strained lives. Ben Affleck channels shades of his Gone Girl persona as the subdued, emasculated husband, delivering a performance steeped in melancholy and tension. While the slow pacing and muted storytelling may not appeal to all, the raw, realist approach creates an aura of heavy suspense and authenticity. The standout performance comes from the young actress playing their daughter, whose energy contrasts sharply with the film's somber tone, making her the heart of this exploration of modern detachment and isolation. On our 8th spot, we have Dangerous Game from Mubi. Dangerous Game is an emotionally intense psychological drama that delves into human nature, desires, and failings. Directed by Abel Ferrara, the film blurs the line between fiction and reality as New York director Eddie Israel, Harvey Keitel, heads to Los Angeles to create a movie about a crumbling marriage. His own life begins to mirror his art as he navigates a toxic affair with leading actress Sarah Jennings, Madonna, who is also entangled with her co-star, Frances Burns, James Russo. The raw performances by Madonna and Keitel anchor the story, with Madonna delivering a surprisingly credible portrayal of an actress losing herself in her role. Ferrara's quasi-documentary style adds a layer of authenticity, exposing the seedy, destructive side of the film industry. Amidst drugs, promiscuity, and emotional chaos, the boundaries between personal and professional lives dissolve, resulting in a provocative and unsettling exploration of art's impact on reality. Decades later, Dangerous Game stands out as a daring and cohesive work, featuring what many consider Madonna's finest acting performance. The next movie on our list is Ask the Dust from Prime Video. Set in early 1930s Los Angeles, Ask the Dust paints a vivid portrait of life in Bunker Hill, a neighborhood shadowed by racism, poverty, and disease. Arturo Bandini, Colin Farrell, a struggling writer from Colorado, dreams of crafting the great Los Angeles novel but finds himself down to his last nickel when he meets Camila Lopez, Salma Hayek, a spirited Mexican waitress. Their relationship, marked by Arturo's inexplicable cruelty and Camila's resilience, is as tumultuous as their surroundings, reflecting the prejudices and struggles of the era. Directed by Robert Towne, the film boasts stunning cinematography, period-accurate sets, and memorable scenes like the Long Beach earthquake and the moonlit ocean swim. Farrell's performance as the conflicted Arturo is understated yet compelling, while Hayek captures the vulnerability and strength of her character. Though not a commercial success, the film lingers in memory for its artistry, emotional depth, and the poignant story of love, ambition, and identity in a deeply divided world. On our sixth sport, we have Scrambled from Hulu. Nellie Robinson, Leah McKendrick, is a perpetual bridesmaid stuck in a cycle of weddings, baby showers, and lackluster dates. Feeling the pressure of time and dismal romantic prospects, she decides to freeze her eggs, embarking on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Scrambled explores the challenges of singlehood, relationships, friendships, and success while staying authentic and resisting societal expectations. Leah McKendrick impressively directs and writes this nuanced story, skillfully blending humor and heartfelt emotion, especially as the film transitions into a poignant third act. While the male characters feel stereotypical and the ending leaves some questions unanswered, the film's focus on female emancipation and self-accountability shines through. Supported by a strong cast and sharp humor, Scrambled offers a fresh take on modern womanhood, making it an underrated gem worth watching despite its box office struggles. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with new releases. Now, let's get back to the video. Under the Skin from Max is on our fifth sport. An alien entity takes the form of a young woman, Scarlett Johansson, and prowls the streets of Scotland, luring solitary men into an otherworldly dimension where they are consumed. As she carries out her grim mission, the alien begins to experience human emotions and identity, leading to a haunting journey of self-discovery with tragic consequences. Under the Skin delivers a deeply unconventional and unsettling experience, blending art house sensibilities with a surreal, nightmarish atmosphere. Johansson's mesmerizing performance, coupled with the film's bleak visuals and eerie sound design, creates an unforgettable exploration of alienation and humanity. The film eschews traditional horror and action for an immersive, hypnotic narrative that lingers long after the credits roll. Both haunting and thought-provoking, it's a cinematic experience that grips you and takes you to dark, uncharted places, but demands mental readiness for a rewatch. On our fourth sport, we have Racer and the Jailbird from Prime Video. When Gino meets Benedict, a fearless race car driver, their connection is instant, passionate, and electric. Both adrenaline junkies, their shared addiction to risk fuels their fiery romance. But Gigi harbors a dangerous secret that threatens to unravel everything. As their love deepens, they must confront fate, deception, and their own vulnerabilities to protect what they share. The chemistry between Matthias Schoenaerts and Adele Exarchopoulos is magnetic, with tension simmering as the audience wonders who will crack under the weight of their dangerous bond. While the film thrives on the central relationship's intensity, it falters in its underdeveloped plot, supporting characters, and uneven cinematography. Despite its shortcomings, the palpable tension and raw emotion between the leads make this a compelling, if imperfect, tale of love and danger. On our third place, we have Brawl in the Cell Block 99 from Netflix. Bradley Thomas, a former boxer turned hard-working man, faces a crossroads after his wife's affair and losing his job. Determined to rebuild their marriage, they plan for a baby, but Bradley's descent into the drug trade leads to disaster. After a deal goes wrong, he lands in prison, where a ruthless gang kidnaps his pregnant wife and demands he kill a fellow inmate in Cell Block 99 to save her and their unborn child. Vince Vaughn delivers a standout performance, embodying Bradley's relentless determination and moral descent with chilling realism. The film's brutal, unflinching fight scenes are both disturbingly violent and astonishingly grounded, making them the highlight of this grindhouse-style thriller. While some elements of the prison system strain credibility, they serve the intense, single-minded narrative well. This is a dark, gritty, and relentlessly violent ride recommended only for those who can stomach its visceral approach to action and drama. The Worst Person in the World from Max and Hulu is in our second sport. Julie, a young woman in contemporary Oslo, navigates 4 transformative years as she struggles with love, career, and self-discovery. The film captures her emotional highs and lows, blending humor, bittersweet moments, and deeply poignant reflections on life and identity. Renata Reigns and Anders Danielsen Lie deliver extraordinary performances, making their characters feel so real and compelling that their journeys become profoundly affecting. Each chapter of the film is a highlight, with standout scenes like time freezing, a hallucinatory trip, and tender moments in the hospital, all seamlessly interwoven into a beautifully cohesive narrative. The film's exploration of raw, relatable emotions lingers long after the credits roll, making it a deeply resonant experience. With its perfect balance of humor, heartbreak, and catharsis, this dramedy is a masterful meditation on life's complexities and connections. The most graphic movie on this list is Anora from Prime Video Digital. Anora, a young sex worker from Brooklyn, gets swept into a whirlwind romance and impulsively marries the son of a Russian oligarch. Her Cinderella story takes a sharp turn when his disapproving parents arrive from Russia to annul the marriage, throwing her life into chaos. Sean Baker crafts a gripping narrative that transitions from a romantic comedy akin to Pretty Woman into a high-stakes, tension-filled second half reminiscent of Uncut Gems. Mikey Madison delivers a magnetic performance as Anora, blending confidence, charm, and vulnerability, making viewers root for her despite the odds stacked against her. The supporting cast, including Mark Eidelstein as the flawed but spineless Ivan, and a trio of comic relief enforcers, adds depth and humor to the unfolding drama. Baker's direction and editing maintain a razor-sharp tone, with standout sequences like a chaotic home invasion and an exhilarating citywide search. This film is a heartfelt, funny, and tense exploration of class, power, and the pursuit of a fairy tale dream in a messy, real world.